super excited that when I came up earlier to give the opening speech, we still had a few glitches that we're trying to solve, but thank God because He has given us victory at last, and the event is going on well. Is anybody getting value here today? Is anybody getting value here today? Do you think we should close now? Should we go on? Okay. So because of time, I wouldn't, bore you with plenty talk. First of all, I would like to tell you how I started my financial journey and why we are still doing this that we're doing today. So, as a young girl growing up, I had always wanted to be very wealthy. I just knew that I wanted to be very wealthy and very influential. How I was going to be that, I had no clue. The roadmap that was going to lead me there, I had no idea. When I was in secondary school, at the point where we had to choose our courses, science class, social science class, I knew I wanted to be a banker. I wanted to be in the middle of money because wealth, influence, I wanted to be a banker. I wanted to handle money. So I did not think about it too much. Then some of my teachers even thought, my mom is here. She can attest to the fact that some of my teachers in school then called her to say, we think Jessica is following her friends, so she's supposed to be in science class, but she's going to social science class. We think you should call her back to order. But I knew what I wanted. Now I, finished secondary school, got into school to study banking and finance, and at that time it was just study, graduate, work in the bank, and have a career in banking. But in 2019, like our sister said when she asked that question, so you see what we have that has grown to this point today. It started with, I know how to help people save their monies. And I had people that had monies that did not know how or what to do with it. In secondary school then, my friend Ella is here. She can attest to the fact too that in secondary school, my friends would decide to do a savings, and the best person they think they can entrust the money to was Jessica. Such that at the end of the term, we are so sure that if we request our monies back, we will be able to get it from her. And in 2019, when I was now in school, I'm like, okay, I used to do this thing before, and I had integrity. I can do it again now in school. And I started with my classmates. I didn't want to make it loud because it's money matters. Before they will come and kidnap me, even though I had not made it, you get. So I started small at the time. And right now, we have grown to the point where most of the people that have saved with us from 2019 till now. There was somebody I met today. She was seeing me physically for the first time today. And she has been saving with us since last year in 2023. Most of these people, they do not know me. They just trust the system. When it's time to pay out, we pay out. We do not delay, even though we've had challenges that I will talk about during the course of this session. They have just trusted us, and that was how we started. Now, 2019, we started the savings scheme. Fast forward to 2020, before we went on COVID break. Now, I was in class this day, and we had this course, and we were being taught bank frauds. Frauds as in scam. Different kind of frauds and scams that can happen, financial scams and financial frauds. And that was the time when this thing was trending, when you will get a text message from somebody that says, I am Mr. Okoro from Fidelity Bank. They'll probably call your bank and say, your ATM PIN ends with so and so. There's something wrong with your account. I will need to call you. You will call a particular PIN, and that thing was trendy that time. So we went for these lectures. I'd never experienced it. We went for these lectures, and we were taking that particular topic that day. The lecturer explained that kind of scam. He explained other kinds of scam as well. When I got home that day, I'd not even got home to even drop my bag or anything. I got a text message. My name is so. I am from, the person called my own bank details, gave me all that information. And when I saw the message, I laughed. Because I'm like, what are the odds that the person that sent me that message is not even in my class? Because I've never experienced this. I just learned about it. And so I really indulged that guy that day. He called me to want to ask to get my pin and all of that. I wasted his time. And at the end of the day, he got frustrated because he couldn't get anything out of me. After that experience, I sat down back to think about the fact that I could have only outsmarted this guy because I had knowledge about this thing. What if I was ignorant? What if I didn't know? So maybe there are many other people like that that are also still ignorant, that do not know. And this is not the only kind of financial scam that is there. There are some now that I am now aware of. So how can we begin to educate people about these things and open their eyes to see that money is a conversation, money conversations are such that we should not shy away from. Today, I don't even think I'm going to tell you so much about save, or invest. There's a particular conversation over the years that we have shied away from when we have money conversations, and it's with debt management. Maybe that is where the Holy Spirit is going to allow us to dwell on today. So very, very quickly, I will just run through the importance of financial management and how you can empower growth through financial management. Now, guys, for you to empower growth through financial management, before we even talk about, starting like Comrade Mayowa started, or like Mr. Precious started, or like Mrs. Zainab started, there are some money mindsets that you have to do away with. Because money, finances, it comes with a spirit. There's the spirit of money. And if you do not have the right mindset, trust me, you will do everything that you will hear from this stage today. And you will come back for the next workshop the same. Maybe you'd have even lost more before you come back. So there are some financial mindsets that you have to get rid of, and that you have, or some that you have to keep working on. I'll share a few. Number one, the scarcity mindset. The scarcity mindset. Some of you, from January till this December, whenever they ask you, deal, everywhere hard, money no deal, T-Pain, Tinubu do this one do that. You are always complaining that the resources are never enough. Money likes to stay where it is being valued, no matter how little it is. Even if it is one talent, even if it is 0.5 talent, are you appreciative of this 0.5 talent? Do you treat that 0.5 talent like it is a billion talent? That's how money is. So if your mindset is such that money no day, the thing no day, check how the year has been for you too. It no go ever day. It will never be available. Think about it. If you have something in your hands and your hands are closed, can anything come inside? Can anything come inside? If your hands are open, what happens? Money likes to be spent. And when it is spent, it goes forth to bring more money. Another mindset is the abundance mindset. So the scarcity mindset I just talked about now has shown you that if you have that kind of mindset all through the year, maybe that is why you made the money mistake you made that you wrote down on your notes. You are so stingy, because prudence is not the word for you now. You're so stingy to the point that you don't even want to put money back into your business to expand it. I better go, make I just manage all these Accra Avenue people. You are not thinking about expanding to even as close as Jakpa Road acts itself. You are so okay with the Accra Avenue people. Abundance mindset. Now, you would quickly say, the abundance mindset, I think this one is good because there's money. You're always confessing. Even when there's no money, you are confessing that there is money. Even when it's just one talent, you treat the one talent like it is a lot. Do you know the tricky thing about the abundance mindset? It is such that if you do not have financial discipline, you will go broke. If you do not have financial discipline, you will go broke. if you don't understand how basic money concepts work, even with the abundance mindset, if they bring 20 packs of water now, your mindset is such that, may we drink everything, make it finish. It is such that if you do not have the right discipline, you will go broke. There is the fear of money mindset. This is not scarcity. This is not abundance. This is where most people have problem. I just told you just now that I've always wanted to be wealthy. So that's to say that if I even sleep in the night and if a tree of money is coming, I just want to hug it. But there are some people that they have said to themselves that, go, if na 10K I sit here, I go die, come on for this earth. Leave me there. The fear of money mindset. Some people are scared that, if I become a billionaire today, I'm scared for what I will turn into. Billions will never come to you. Some people have the mindset that it is still this fear of money. They think that every wealthy person that they see and that they know, especially now with young people, have either made money through illegal means, or they've scammed somebody, or they've killed somebody, or they've just done something extreme. I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. If you think that every wealthy person that you know must have done something illegal or something extreme to get wealth, you will never be able to amass the kind of wealth that that person has amassed unless you do something illegal and extreme. If that is the mindset you have, I will say it again. If you see me now and you think that the level that Jessica is at, she has probably done something illegal, she has probably done something immoral or something extreme, you will never be able to get to the point that Jessica is unless you do the same thing. But if you think that, Comrade Maywa, the level that she is, there was hard work, there was this, there was integrity, there was consistency. That's to say that if you too put in hard work, you are consistent, you have integrity, it will only take time. You'll be able to amass so much wealth, right? So there's the fear of money mindset. I beg, some people will tell you that they'd rather be earthly useless and heavenly relevant. Most Christians say that. The reason behind this event today too is to prove to you that everybody that's come here today, and I believe that we all are believers here, that we're believers does not mean that we should look like paupers or we should look like church rats. Recently, in the last 1 year, when I go to speak, I've gotten more invitations to speak to church gatherings, more than ever. And you see how young Christians, they are just okay with a mediocre lifestyle because they believe that being Christian is being humble and content with lack. But that's not God's plan. I'm not even going to delve into that because we have somebody that is going to open our eyes to see what God's plan is for us. The Bible says in Deuteronomy 8:18 that it is He that giveth us power to make wealth. That means in the original plan, He wants us to make wealth. He wants you to wear a Dr. Martens. Yes. He wants you to drive a Rolls Royce. We're in a society today where, even in church, if somebody drives a Bentley now to church, you are thinking, why will you drive a Bentley to church? Or why will you drive a Rolls Royce to church? That is actually God's plan for us, so that when I'm coming with my G-Wagon, Pineapple is coming with her Bentley. Miss Stella is coming with her. They've not even made the 2024 model of the car she will come with. But everybody is just showing up and everything is happening with ease in the kingdom. That's God's plan. So please, the fear of money mindset, if that was something you had in 2024, drop it. See, drop it here. Don't even drop it by the door. Drop it here. God will pick it and trash it for you. He wants you to be wealthy. He wants you to wear designers. He does not want you to only be wearing Ugbobor and Okrika. That's not the plan. Yes, you can switch, sometimes, but he wants you to have. I have a friend that I bought a dress recently. Let me me share something real quick. You know, when I started this journey, even in my own house, it took a while before everybody understood and got the message. My mom, my siblings, and everybody. Before, if I tell my mommy that I spend a particular amount on one thing, or she should spend a particular amount on one thing, why will you spend, or why will you buy this for that? I was like, mommy, calm down. If you have the money and it is within the budget, you can afford it, please do it. I said, you are probably only saying that right now because maybe you can't afford this at the moment. So I told her how much I bought this dress. And my mom did not give any. Funny enough, I think last week she was telling me, wasn't last week, this week, she was telling me that she got a similar dress from her husband for the same amount. So I'm like, okay. If it's before, she would say, why will you spend that kind of amount to buy? He would have given me the money. But she's getting the message gradually. So I told this friend of mine that there's a difference between having a relationship with God and understanding how you want your finances to be and being a churchgoer. Those people that practice religion. So somehow, that's how this friend is. And I'm like, this is how much I spent on this particular dress. You need to see how she screamed on the phone. I should bring the dress back, let's go and sell it. Why will I spend that kind of amount on the dress? If I tell you how much this dress cost, the dress was 40K. Just 40K for a gown. Just 40K. She was screaming. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Do you know how I first broke that mindset myself? There was somebody I was working for before. That's a grace that I've enjoyed too in my life. God has brought me to the place where He has given me opportunity to serve kings, to work with kings and queens. There was somebody I was working for back then, I think in 2020, 2021. And we were preparing for our event. And the day to the event, there was a particular color that was picked for everybody to wear. And I didn't have that color. She kept even asking me, Jessica, do you have a white dress? I said, no, I don't have. And we're doing run-arounds for this event. And she drove me to one of these boutiques in town. And she was like, Jessica, pick any dress that you like. Me, I did not. I just went and I finally saw a dress I liked. When she was not going to make payments because she bought other things, when I heard the price of the dress, I was going, Mama, it's not like you will give me the money. Let me go and look for the dress somewhere else. And it's too much. So, but she didn't go answer me. She went ahead. And when I wore the dress, it felt different. It was not like Bobo. No, it was not. I don't know money. That wasn't it. No. You walk into a different kind of class. I pray that you will do away with the fear of money mindset in Jesus' name. The money as a measure of self-worth mindset. That's another mindset. The money as a measure of self-worth mindset. So you measure your self-worth based on the amount of money that you have in your account. So you have told yourself that if you don't even have up to, I did not come to finance workshop today because I don't even have up to 10K, so let me just sit down in my house because, all these people now, Kella will now wear two-piece, like she wore two-piece, I mean, Pineapple will now wear, I cannot, I beg, let me just sit in my house. That's a wrong money mindset. The amount of money you have in your bank account should not be the measure of your self-worth. Because what that does to you is that it makes you shrink. Before, if I come to places like this, then I would just sit where I am. After I will be, network, do this one. No, as the event finishes, you will not see my back safe before they share the grace. I used to think that, I don't think I wore the right shoe. I don't think this dress is this or that is that. And I would just shrink. But right now, whether I wear a 40K dress and you're wearing a 200K dress, let me share a story. This was in 2022. I was 7. There was this conference that happened in Warri. The facilitators for that conference blew my mind that I couldn't stay in Calabar. Then I was 7 in Calabar. I couldn't stay in Calabar and miss the conference. I traveled down to Warri for the event. I was so intentional about that event. The way I dressed on day one. The volunteers the people that are part of the team members, when they saw me coming from the gate, I didn't drive. Did I drive there? Okay, I think I used a boat. Yes, my friend and I, we came with like an Uber. When I was walking from the door, the teamsters, the volunteers, they came to carry my bag. And were taking me to where the people that they flew in from, inside. I said, I'm not a guest. So. They're like, oh, ma, are you serious? We thought you were one of the... They just took me to, okay, see the guests here, you stay with them. And I'm like, okay, this thing they work, oh. Day 2, I up my game. I'm like, oh yeah, now. I was so, like, everybody could easily pick out, there's this girl in this place because of how, and people that were there, some more things that were even more expensive than I did. But because I knew that, whether I even have spent all the money in my bank account to make this trip, oh, it does not measure for my self-worth, so I will carry myself in that light. I shared a story on my status again. See, all these things I'm saying now, so it's also part of when you want to invest, because we will get there. When you want to invest, before you consider investing in stocks, in real estate, in cryptocurrency, in this and that, you have to first invest in yourself. In yourself. I was sharing on my WhatsApp status, was it last week that they had the Wellman Group event? I did not know how access to that event was going to be. I saw the billboard first around AJ. I saw another one at Airport Junction. I saw the people that were coming. I said, no, I needed to be in this room. But whenever I pass, I didn't even know when the time will start. I just know that I saw the people that were coming. I saw the venue of the event. I checked everywhere on the internet to try and get information. I was not getting anything. I knew the dates. I said, okay, we shall get there. Maybe if I get there, you will chase me? Oh? Okay. I also told myself again that I would dress the parts. I've seen the event. I've seen that this person is coming. This person is coming. No, now, I cannot, And I left the house very early that morning. When I was leaving, my friend was like, see this time that you are leaving for the event. I left before 8 o'clock. See this time you are leaving for the event. I said, event one, no access. Should I wait in my house and I'll go late? If anybody wants to help me, they will help me on time. So I left. And I left with the mind that as I'm going, I will slow down by the billboard and check the time and check if there is gate fee or anything. I just programmed in my mind that if I get there, if there's a gate fee, if I can afford it, if it's within my budget, I will pay. I need to be in that room. I got there. I saw that the event was going to start by 10. I was already going by after 8. I said, well, get there. I got there. And on getting there, there was this young, nice lady that they were all set up. There was this young, nice lady that I saw the kind of security when I was coming. The bouncers were thick. I already knew that this is not anybody access event. This young lady walks up to me and says, hello, ma'am, you're welcome. Are you here for the event? I said, yes, of course. So, okay, may I see your invite? I said, oh, okay, so do you mean that this event is invites only? That's how I can get access? She said, yes. And I'm like, okay, is there a way I can get the invite right now? I didn't shrink. I was still chin up, shoulder high, maintaining my steez. Because what would have happened to my steez if people saw me that they chased Jessica away? Oh my God. And I asked her, is there a way I can get an invite right now? The girl didn't even want to send me again. And she excused me. And I stood there, I was wondering, my God, what am I going to do? I'm here. And I believe that because I'm here, there has to be a way. I stood there, I was just looking around, I was calm. And this amazing young man walked up to me. When he was coming, he started by saying, my God, I love your pants, like my palazzo I wore that day. They are so beautiful. Can we put legs together? So I just started laughing and I followed through with the conversation. And I'm like, thank you so much. He said, your dress, you look so good. I said, thank you. Why are you standing here? I said, they said the event is by invite. I don't have invite. I said, what do you do? I sold everything in my head that I do. I said, my name is Jessica. I'm a financial literacy trainer. I do workshops. He said, who said you will not enter this place? I said, is that girl? if young people like you that have a vision are not in meetings like this, are we going to allow only old people that will soon go to the world beyond to now be there? You will come, stay here, wait for me. To surprise you to know that this man was all of them, they are gag pata pata, like this. So I stood there, called one person, go and bring my tab, I will send her an online invite. He called that girl back. He said she will go in, she's my guest. My shoulder now. So don't play with me. And they were wasting time with doing the thing. The man said, are you going to allow my guest stand here? Ushers, take her inside. When you are ready to attend to her, you call her back outside. I said, yes. The girl almost carried my bag. And you know, when this girl was carrying my bag again too, she kept complimenting, Amma, you look really nice. I like your outfit. You know, and I'm like, this thing is working, no. And I got in. Me, I'm best in networking. It would also interest you to know that that man I met barely 1 week ago, Abby, is the one that gave us all these forum chairs that you see here, the podium, and did the branding. It was the one that branded an event of that caliber, and he said I would do it for the finance workshop. So if you are measuring that, how much did I have in my account that day? I'm not even sure I had so much. And I say, oh, I'm not worthy to be in an event where the former president of Nigeria is in. Let me just sit down in my house. If they show online, I will watch online. After all, Arise News was streaming the event that day. If they show it there, I will watch there. Now I have a very good relationship with that person. It could have been you, because some people have been asking me recently, Jessica, how do you meet people that make legit money? They are in this room, so don't come and ask me again on WhatsApp after now. They are here. If you don't network with them, it's on you. So please, how do you now identify which of these mindsets you have? Very quickly, ask yourself, how do you feel about money? When they are having money conversations, how do you feel about it? What are your core beliefs about wealth and financial success? When you have financial challenges, how do you react to them? I will share 2 easy ways that you can avoid some of these money mindsets that you have. Number 1, always express gratitude for whatever you have. For whatever you have. Maybe if I didn't even learn anything from my parents, my mom, I learned contentment. If it's one shoe you have, wear that one shoe. Till now, I don't know how my mommy does it. She's so detailed to know that if there's something new, as much as our clothes are right now, if you wear something that she knows I've not seen this thing before, where did it come from? She will ask you. If it's yours, okay. If you say it's for this, go and return it. If it's one bag you have, carry that. If you take time to go and scroll through some of my posts on Instagram, you will see that it's probably a particular thing that I've styled in like 100 ways that you will never be able to identify. Express gratitude for whatever you have. Money likes to stay where it is being appreciated. Money likes to stay where it is being appreciated. Number 2, avoid dwelling on your financial past. Avoid dwelling on your financial past. I will come back again, but let me say this story as I wrap up this particular session. Last year, we had the finance workshop in 2022, the last physical one. Last year was a fully virtual event. After the finance workshop in 2022, 2023, January, I had serious money problems. You will be wondering, the $1 billion Jessica have money problems? How? But that's the beautiful thing about the finance workshop. Everybody that comes here to speak to you, they don't have it all figured out. We know this is the principle, we'll try it. If there's a mistake, we'll review it, we'll try it again till we get it right. I made some investments the previous year. I did not follow up. I was losing lots and lots and lots of monies that I did not even know about until it was January 2023. January 2023, I was indebted to the tune of about 5 million naira. In debt. I think I'm saying this publicly, for the very first time. And that's because God has taken me through a process. 5 million naira, most of those monies were people's money. They were waiting for their money. I needed to pay back their money. What was I going to do? 2023 was a rough year. There were days, series of days where I would cry to sleep. How? What am I going to do? I've explained, I've communicated, I've done this, I've done that, but I needed to pay people their monies. It was a lot, oh. It was a lot. But the truth was that I'm beginning to realize that at the point where I experienced that challenge, maybe my approach to solving the problem at the time was wrong. Because 1 year later, I can stand here now to tell you that that debt is not fully cleared. We still have about 1.5 million naira to pay people. But we're no longer on gunpoint. Nobody is telling us that we'll go and drag you on Tunde Head Nuts or post you on Instablog. We have all now come to a consensus. There's now a plan for the debt repayment. That is why I said when I started earlier, we have lots of conversations about, oh, save money, save money, save money. Oh, invest money, invest money, invest money. A lot of people are struggling in debts. And if they can't even get out of debts, how can they save? How can they invest? How can they buy Dr. Martens? How can they buy and live a very prosperous lifestyle that they want to live? So, at the point where I started taking on the right approach, because of time, I may not be able to extensively explain the role and the importance of the right relationships in your life. When I was working with Mr. Zion Oshobuge, he would tell us as young people then, I'm still a young girl, he would tell us as young people then, that if you are and I'm telling you right now, if you're in this room and you have a 1 million naira problem, for example, and you don't have 10 people that can give you 100K to solve that 1 million naira problem, you're broke. Still 1 million naira problem. If you don't have 2 people that can give you 500K to solve that problem, you are broke. You are socially broke. Still that 1 million naira problem. If you don't have one person that will say, Jessica, send me your account number, I will solve it. You can sort me out later. I say again, you are socially broke. If your problem is in billions, let's not even say it's a problem. Maybe you have an idea and there's a project that you want to embark on that is probably worth maybe $7 billion or 7 billion naira. Let's use naira now, for example. And you don't have people in your network that you can call to say, send me, this is the project, this is the idea. And they will say, don't worry, we'll fund it. Again, I say, you are broke. So as you're living here today, go and assess your net worth. After that problem I had last year, because at the time I assessed my contacts, there were only few people I could reach out to. I was the person that if anybody wanted something, I was the go-to person that would come through. But now I had a problem. Who was I going to turn to solve my problem? So when we entered 2024, I said it out loud. I did not just write it on paper. I said I want to make rich friends. By fire, by thunder. As much as we have spiritual friends, as much as you have social friends, as much as you have, what again? You should have financial friends. Friends that when there's money matter, they will turn up for you. I said I want to make rich friends, so I was so intentional about it. And it was from my mouth to God's ears. The new set of people that have come to my life from beginning of 2024 till now, God will bless them for me in Jesus' name. So how was I able to, or what are strategies if you are probably in debt? Or if you were in my shoes, if you are in my previous shoes and you want to get out of it, I will share a few strategies that you can use as I wrap up. Number one, there is the debt snowball method. There's the debt snowball method. So you make a list of all your debtors. Ensure that in this thing you want to do now, you have a financial accountability partner. If you don't have anybody before you leave this room today, make sure you have a financial accountability partner. And my boss here, Mrs. Ella Smith, she's one of my financial accountability partners. Because when we needed to solve this problem, I made a list. If I send 2 naira today, I will send her that I've sent 2 naira, or I will minus it. I will now send the current amount, see how much is left. I will show the alert so that you not just say you sent it and you did not send it. I will show the alert, this is it, this is where we are at, this is how much I'm expecting, and all of that. So get a financial accountability partner. Snowball, make a list of all your debtors. All your debtors. All your debtors. Then categorize it from smallest to largest. And start taking them one by one. If you know that you will not get the lump sum at once, if you have 2K, pay the 2K till you can begin to pay the 10K and the 20K people. There's the other method called the debt avalanche method. Avalanche is spelled AVALANCHE. Debt avalanche method. Make a list of your debtors again. But this time, other than smallest to largest, do it largest to smallest. And because some people are comfortable to knowing that they've taken out the bigger figures and it's just small figures that are remaining. Pay it like that. So take out the big figures until you get to the point where, oh, it's just urgent 2K people that are remaining. You can sort them out. But there's a method that I will call the Jessica debt method. It's not on the internet yet, but it is something I tried and it worked for me. Because if you do smallest to largest, and the person that is in largest, his father is commissioner of police, that will come and pick you from your house if you don't pay him his money tomorrow, what will happen? Or if you do largest to smallest, and the person that is only 1K you are owing, we announce you around the whole worry that you are owing the person money. This method is called arrange your debtors according to order of urgency. According to the order of urgency. You see this 1 point, how much that I'm calling now that is left to be paid. It will interest you to know that some people don't know that I'm owing them money, that I have to pay them. The truth is that as much as you may think that that's an advantage for me, I can just write it off. It is not a good thing because for every one of you seated here, you have to be aware of what is happening with your finances. If somebody is owing you money somewhere, you have to be aware. And you can only be aware if you are writing down, if you are journaling. Some people don't know. So when I have the money and I'm ready, I'm the one I will not go to their DM to say, I'm owing you one money like this. So they'll be like, you're owing me money? I don't even know. I don't remember. Again, no. Some will say, don't worry, let's just write it off. I mean, for you to have come back, let's write it off. Some will say, okay, I won't die before. Send me the money. And then you send them the money. So according to urgency, if this person is going to take you to the police station tomorrow and you have the money today, pay the person. If the person is going to drag you on social media tonight and you have the money this afternoon, pay the person. And gradually, do you know what the Bible says debtors are? A debtor is like a servant. You are at the mercy of your creditor. They can do with you as they please. They play with your mind. You don't know. So I'm hoping that as we go on and we hear from the other speakers that will share real life examples, we will take on growth through financial management, we will take on savings, we will take on investing, and then we will take on a critical part that is debt management. And through God's help, we will all be kingdom financial giants. Thank you so much for having me.